Hello. Welcome to JadeCon Gaming presents The Observatory. My name is Adam.
And I'm Beth.
And we're here with more Pandemic Legacy Season 2. We're into late August. So we re-added back the same rationed events we've had. So Team Bravo, Drastic Measures, Airlift, One Quiet Night. It worked the first time in Inoculation Unit. Because we're back up to where we were before. Setting back up the board. Oh, you have the instructions.
It was drying.
Yeah. It says make us make notes in the book every time. So it's gonna tell us to look at the legacy deck, but that nothing until the first game in September. And then we get to supply the grid.
With 45
We have 45 cubes. 15 from August, 15 from Kokomo, and now 15 from Motunui. I think start by just everywhere that, isn't a zero. Put 2.
Okay, let's see.
As thinking it'll hold it.
I don't know.
As also maybe skip Washington.
Yeah, I think if you skip Washington, it might get closer to.
Not quite everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we short? 1, 2, 3 places.
Mm-hmm.
And really, and then only 1 in Longest.
I think we take them away from the supply center.
Well, I'm actually going to definitely put 2 on Cairo.
Okay.
That is one that needs 2 because of the cards that we put in the deck. If it has 2,
it's well stocked. Yeah.
It's well stocked. So some of these though, there are only 1 in here.
Yeah, like I know Tahiran only has 1 card, so we can just leave 1 there.
Yeah. The same for either of these.
I think there's 2 Frankfurt cards. It might just be 1 Moscow card, though. There's definitely 2 Mumbai. I think there is just 1 Kanisha.
Is there just 1 Khartoum?
Probably.
I think. San Fran. Was good with that?
I was happy with that.
And that doesn't leave any for us.
No, but we're well stocked everywhere else.
Okay.
And they're going to be pulled out anyway, so then we can just always make some things if needed.
Yeah.
Because we want to try to avoid starting the game with flag cubes on the board.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that's just, like, the key thing.
And also, like, turn 1 is, in theory, going to be not drawing new lines anyways.
Right. It's going to
be what is it called? Monitoring. Monitoring frequencies out of Cairo.
Monitor.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because last time we were like, hey, let's use the monitor and carefully, use it to try and avoid epidemic. Nope. We got to find out what these Hollow-Men are up to.
Yeah, we want.
What if we get a new ability that lets us get rid of Hollow-Men?
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay. So, of course, at this point, we are just up to always 10 epidemics.
Always 10 epidemics.
But the more we find, the better.
Yep.
The lower ratio we are on that.
So. Heal us first.
Yeah, please get cards first. We'll work on infecting the grid while you're doing that.
Four for me. 4 for you.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For our blues, we get a London, which goes into the game end area. And it's a replacement. I like the replacement. So, we get Johannesburg down here, New York, and Frankfurt. So those all still have one left on them. We get Santiago and Khartoum. So Khartoum is down to none. We get Cairo, well stuck. If there are 2 or more supply cubes in this city when this card is drawn, do not remove any supply cubes. Tripoli has 2 in there and is down to that. And then Anton Navarro. If we get there in time, it might be worth removing a couple of those couple Tripolis and putting them in box 6.
All of them have 9 cards. 1 8.
Okay, so that's at the bottom.
Yep.
All right. Start helping you as we go. So these are 9, so it doesn't matter.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
We shuffle.
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 It's like you don't get as far along before, I finish my thing now that you have 10 stacks to make.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so weird. And then you're going first.
Okay.
My opening hand is Johannesburg, Chicago, Buenos Aires, and Ration Event Inoculation Unit. Put up to 3 infection cards from the infection discard into package 6. You may play this card between 2 and 3 of an epidemic.
Nice. We got Los Angeles, Khartoum,
Which
New
she's
York.
saying is fancy because it has a spot to search. She doesn't like putting her cards in front of the camouflage.
Always.
New York and Washington, which are both blue.
Yep.
So.
Okay, my turn?
Yeah, what is Khartoum? Okay, right by Cairo anyways. So yeah, if you stick to the plan, then on your next turn you'd be able to...
Yep.
Okay, so...
1. And then 2, I'm monitoring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so we first look at the... Yeah, it's been a bit since we... What are... anything worth...
So the companions are probably the most interesting, so it's not Chicago or Sao Paulo. Frankfurt's companion, as a free action, you may take supply cubes from an adjacent location and place them onto your location if you have this card in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Antivaro, play this card at any time to remove all play cubes from one location on the grid.
So yeah, put that on top. Not that we're going to probably get it, because it's probably just going to do a thing, because you're going to search... Are you going to do a 9.2, 9.31, or 11.88?
I'll do 11.88 because it's on the edge.
Okay. So you're going to try using tape, even though it's small.
Yeah. $43.
And I think from the directions of the amount, it just says then we open box 43, correct?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get clean. 43, 43, 43.
Let me see. The plan is search, but depending on what this is, that may change things. Okay. Transmissions decrypted. We've managed to decrypt an important transmission that will help us avoid the Holoman. Decryption key. You may use this card as a city card of any color when doing the recon or build supply center action. Add this to your pool of city card improvements. It's cost 1.
Alright.
Okay, so this is one that can just upgrade one of the... Got it. Okay.
Yep.
So...
Alright. Do it again?
Do it again.
Alright.
Yeah, do your part first.
1, 2... Ooh, I got foundations. Another search for Mexico City, which we can't do, and an epidemic.
Which we're getting rid of. Great.
Yep. So we'll put Jacksonville on top. Because it's a foundations card. It counts as 2.
Alright, so 9.2 or 9.31, and if you just want to use your nail and try and clean it up with that, you can.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Use that to try and get rid of the spare dust as much as you can. What's the number?
52. Ooh. Add the sticker to the board.
Okay.
It's a recon.
Oh, okay. Remember, recons are extra hard for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So, transmissions decoded. We have decoded the Holoman transmissions. We now know their patrol routes and can sneak by them into Asia. Recon with 5 unique black cards from a supply center here to open package 3. Add this ticket to the board if you have not reconned East Asia. 120. 20. Oh, it's going on top of here. $120.
Oh.
2 seconds, thanks. Well, right now we don't have any
Supply centers there.
Where?
How do you remove supply center here to open? There is no supply center. Does it tell us
I'm
what
think
city?
it doesn't, but it's
should be
Kolkata
yeah,
because
okay.
before that it is we do not know how to recon from Kolkata.
Okay.
So
Alright.
yeah.
Alright. Probably Kolkata. Either way, I'm going to do it again for the 931.
Yeah,
Right?
931 is the last one.
Do
Yep.
the cards again. Got a New Mumbai, a Washington, a Kinshasa. When doing the build satellite tower action, spin one fewer cube. And then a ration event, drastic measures, remove up to 2 play cubes.
Well, we do have that do it again thing in there, so
Yep.
it's not that it's completely gone.
All right.
And this is letting us get.
Oh, it was 3931, right?
Correct.
It's just 2 cards.
Which means you get that ration event.
Yep. Okay.
Which I wonder if that means all of the other ones are 1. Because that's the good one of those.
Yeah. I will do that, and I will also get the Kinshasa. Build satellite tower action. That's what I put next, because it was the next best good one of those. So
Which you might want to hop over to Sao Paulo and Denver and build them there, and then it would use most of our points at the end of the game if we have to do it. But maybe almost the thought of do we permanency both of them and just let things? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So you have done that. Okay.
Yep. That was my 3 actions.
4 actions. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 actions.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There. So now draw.
Draw Drawing more.
First turn is so long.
Baghdad. Istanbul. And I have a hand limit of 8, so I get to keep everything.
Oh yeah, because you got the
Yeah, I'm a record keeper.
Record keeper. Cool. And now infect.
New York and Sao Paulo.
Okay.
Your turn.
What do I want to do?
So we think that we just need to build supplies in our in Kolkata, and then we can research this? Like, recon this?
Yes.
Okay. That's just not super clear to me, so.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's only clear based on what the previous
one had
sticker
said, yeah.
had said, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
So I just wanted to confirm that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Your turn, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Right now I don't have a whole lot of options. I'm gonna 1, 2, create, deliver.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. Well, Baghdad and epidemic.
Do you want to inoculate anything?
Well, that's between steps 2 and 3, so we get to do a thing. So this goes up.
Increase.
And then intensify.
Jacksonville,
which only loses 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the Jade. And then, yeah, let me see what our options are.
You talked about Tripoli. New York might also be a good one.
Yeah. So what has nothing? So New York has those. Sao Paulo has nothing on it.
Khartoum has
Tripoli
nothing.
has nothing, and there are 2 in there.
Has nothing.
I
think that's it.
Khartoum. Frankfurt. Okay, so I can get rid of, move up to 3 infection cards from the infection discard pile onto package 6. I'm less worried about because it keeps going up as it goes down. So
yeah.
You know. I don't want to draw 2 New Yorks because that could hurt me bad. And then both of the Tripolis as the other ones.
Yeah.
And then Khartoum, not great, but you can't stay there anyways because of the rat. So
we'll risk it.
Yeah, we'll risk that. Shuffle these while I just play a ration event. Put up 3 infection cards from the infection discard pile onto package 6. So 2 Tripolis and a New York are going in there.
Like it.
Joining all 3 Washingtons and 2 Lagoses.
Yep.
So far, they have all been ones from that initial group that had 3 of each.
Yeah, they just have a lot of cards. Here are your 2.
New York. And Sao Paulo gets one of these.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
My turn.
Your turn.
Alright, 1, 2 I'm searching.
Oh.
Pretty big one.
Search.
Oh.
What does it say? What's we get?
We're still doing the things.
You're still doing things?
Yeah. Alright. Cartoon. Search. Posters. An abandoned broadcast facility talk of utopia, which will keep mankind safe until the plague has passed. It was accepting petitions before its gates closed. Faded were not welcomed. We broadcast this information back to the Havens. You may give 1 player card in my hand to another player. Do you want my satellite tower one?
I'm thinking could, or we could just try and move over blue towards me since I need 1 less.
Alright.
I'll
go with that too.
Let me try and think of it. This is your second action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 more after this.
Hold on. You just need 4 cards?
Yeah.
I am giving you card 2. Okay. And then for action number 2, getting rid of a New York and Istanbul. It's actually a free action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to dig out Jacksonville.
Okay.
Which has a foundations on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on a yellow. Hold on. Let me think for a second. That was technically 2. Because I moved there and I searched and I got to give you a card for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to give you a yellow card. And then I've got 2 more actions. I can't broadcast from there, and I don't want to stay here. I just want to get this card to you. Do you not like that? We can go back and not do this. It was just.
I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna have that on my next turn. I don't feel like I am.
Okay, you're right. I can do something different. Did you want me to just give you a blue then?
I guess. I have 2 blues already, so that puts me up to 3, so I can get any blue.
I was just trying to get the thing. I'm sorry. This was somewhere around here.
It doesn't really matter. It's only those top 4 really that ever matter because only 2 of them are really gonna be.
Okay, you want Washington or New York?
Washington.
Alright. Okay, that was my 2 actions. So now what do I want to do?
So either, and you don't have any supply cubes, right?
No.
I'd go back to Cairo and make one because, like, if you had one, you could draw a line, but
you don't want me to put a supply center at Khartoum?
Do you have what you need to?
If I get that free card, it counts as 2. Then I'd have 5.
Yes. Yeah, that gets rid of the one that that's just the person for satellites.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
Yeah. Much better. Yes.
Okay, so that was a free action.
To get that.
So then I build.
Yeah, so you have 5.
With my.
So we put that in Khartoum, and that's 1 closer to victory.
Yep, and then
with your last one, probably go back.
Yep,
to Cairo.
and then I go back to Cairo.
Okay.
No. You go here.
Oh, yeah, because you can... Okay.
And then I'm closer to here.
Perfect.
Draw. Okay, drawing. Sao Paulo. Produce supplies. Not the best location for it, but that's okay. Then I do these. Hollow Men. Hollow Men. On Jacksonville. And Khartoum gets a cube. A green cube. Khartoum. It means it's going to be neutral.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever, because depending on what happens. Because you still have that ration to remove to.
Yep.
So, it's like, right now, we're still...
Alright, and that's my turn. It's your turn.
My turn. Mm-hmm. Okay. I will create, deliver, move, as I prepare towards Baghdad. Next turn. Draw Atlanta and I produce supplies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7. And that gives me 4 blues, so I'll then be able to do that as well.
Yeah.
Good. Good, I like that. I'm happy with that.
No, that's good.
But I have to draw 2 of these. Holloman Gather. I'm gonna see if there's a rule clarification on this online, because it is still well stocked. Pandemic. Legacy. Hollow Men.
So we don't
Gather.
want Hollow Men on Cairo.
Stocked. Search. Well stocked in Hollow Men. Okay. Okay.
I hate that these come up.
So, some this debate, but a lot of people on Board Game Geek say, well, that's not removing cubes, so I will have to suffer that.
That sucks.
Yep. Johannesburg.
Okay. It's the weird blue one that's down in the bottom where it should be yellow.
Yeah.
Don't know why it's blue, but okay.
Crazies. Okay. And that was the end of my turn? Okay.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to produce supplies. Oh, do we want to do a check mark and get a whole bunch of supplies out on the board?
So it's only havens and supply centers.
Right. But then you could pick them up.
I don't think we need to. No.
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 All right. We just
I have a pretty supplies here, and I'm at a place with 8.
All right.
So, yeah.
Then I just take my 3.
Yep.
So that was 1, 2. Let's draw a line to Kolkata.
Gee, how many cubes does that cost you?
It costs me 1.
Just 1? You must be a foreman.
I am a foreman.
To Kolkata?
To Kolkata. So that's 1, 2, 3. And actually, just stay out.
Oh, you're going to stay on New Mumbai? Where it's a plate?
Oh, you're right. I guess I should move back to Montanui.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I have 2?
Did you pick up the one from New Mumbai as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they stay there. And then you move back. But anyways, that's New Mumbai.
Mm-hmm. No, it's Kolkata.
It's Kolkata.
And I draw Jacksonville, New York, Frankfurt, and Tinevaro.
All right, and that makes it my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first, I will take my 2 cubes, boom, produce supplies. I'm going to then put it up to 8, and I'm going to leave 2 back on there. So, so that's 1. So I have 3 actions left.
And you want to go back then? I search.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, sure. 2, move to Baghdad. 3, search Baghdad. Oh, hold on.
What?
I have to actually do a thing. Hopefully I'm not dead and this isn't cheating, but it was too late by the time I was doing it.
Oh.
Because I do have to get an exposure.
Yep.
So before we get to do Baghdad. And no effect.
Lovely.
Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Baghdad. A group of hollow men are here, preparing hundreds of cages of rats to be delivered to an unsuspecting city. Gain 2 actions. So I'm 1 to back up to 3 actions available.
Mm-hmm. Give cubes. Go to Riot.
Could. I think I'm going to draw a line to Istanbul.
Instead?
Maybe draw a line to Rita, but I need to get towards like Frankfurt or somewhere to freaking build my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to... So... Because now Rita is... Does Rita have a plague rat thing?
No.
No. Okay. Then sure. I will...
No, that's why I recommended it was a safe
So
place.
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure things out. So many places over here are not safe places. I was having trouble keeping track of which ones are.
It's only the ones with the rats next to them.
But there's so many things on the board, I was having trouble keeping track.
Crazies.
Okay. Put things back as they were. Symbol.
And also then you can pull it from the discard if you wanted to search Ryad.
So there's another new one.
It's our last one.
See?
Oh, and those can be twisted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So now I have 2 left. 3 I move here. 4 I will.
So that's an action, right? Pull a card from the discard. Your special
To
thing?
do the search action, you may take the city card matching your current city from the discard pile, add it to your hand, then search it once.
Yep.
So it's an action, but it's the search action. So I get to pull it and search it at all as that action.
Yep. Making sure that was how that worked.
Yeah.
Just, I remembered it correctly. Ooh. Yay.
Holloman have headquarters here. The whole city lives in fear of them. They come from Asia, and new members appear every year in November. We must tread carefully. We are heading into darkness. Immediately take 1 player card from the discard pile and add it to your hand. So I'm going to have too many cards, but whatever. What do we have? Right. 1 player card.
Yeah, anything.
The immediately cards can interrupt things, right? Actually, that's a fine one to do.
What you thinking of?
And that would be another black for there. Unless is there any? Is yellow is the only one that counts as multiple in here, right?
I believe so. We already used.
Yeah, so I will take Antonovaro, which is the one. Play this card at any time to remove all plague cubes from one location on the grid.
Oh, nice. 4,
5, 6, 7. And I will get rid of this one because I have too many.
Yep.
And then find out what I actually do because now that ends my turn.
Yep.
So I draw. Bonus autos, which would be the one I get rid of. And an epidemic goes up. What's in the bottom there?
It's on the bottom. Cairo.
It's well stocked. And this is removing cubes that would happen.
Right.
So do not remove any supply cubes.
Alright.
So that one, I would do it. Also, the argument that said, yes, you would put the Hollow in, says, even if it has... that whatever, if things are saying, do not remove cubes, obviously not in that one, but it would add a plague cube, that it would say, well, that's really a result of the cube being removed. So there's argument with that not happening when it's worded that way, but they're like, either way, when it's adding the Hollow in, those are a totally separate scale, so that's ultimately, I was like, okay.
Right. I agree with that. Unfortunately, it doesn't protect them. Hellman, we know we're messing up supply centers. That's part of their issue. So, yeah. 2.
Sao Paulo. It's another. And Cairo.
Lovely.
That was good upgrades last game.
Yeah.
And that makes it
my turn.
Your turn. We don't really need We don't want to search. We don't want to explore the other two.
Nope. I know that. We're now done doing that. That's fine. And I can't go to Cairo.
Nope.
To give you my Baghdad.
Nope.
You have enough for Atlanta.
Yeah. Do you want to go to...
I can Sao Paulo, build a thing, and then move away. To tower.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, same thing could happen in Denver.
Yeah, I could do either one. What do you think is more important right now?
You can... It's free to get rid of 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
And you can get anyone out of there.
Yeah.
Isn't there a foundation that's yellow? That gets you 4. So then you would only need 1 more.
Oh, because it doesn't really matter what color we build them on, yeah. I mean, you're in my Baghdad in New York for Jacksonville?
You don't necessarily have to do it now, but I'd move Jacksonville up just because we're trying to think of that. And that means you probably want to be in the yellow region. Somewhere where we might want to have them go up. It's like, do we want to think of a spot? Also, like, it might be better for you to draw extra lines somewhere for moving around. Is this in Tehran?
I guess.
Okay. I give you 1 to draw another line there to get around.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You would want me to build more of the things earlier in the
towers.
game.
Yeah, no.
And that's what I was offering to do, and so I just don't...
It's actually probably a great idea. Sure, what's doing in...
I was going to do in...
Yeah, either Sao Paulo or Denver. Either one works, yeah.
And in Sao Paulo, I mean, it's not great that it's built over there, but they're not really great anywhere if you really want me to do that, too.
Okay. So you are going to get 2 more cards at the end of this that you could later get foundations. Is there you need 5 for the thing. Is the card that lets you build them for 1 of your things, is that yellow?
What?
Because is the one that lets you build satellite towers.
I think so.
So if you get rid of those 2 that aren't yellow for that one, you could 1, build a satellite tower. 2, build the other satellite tower, 1 cube each.
Okay.
And then if we wanted to make it where all of our permanent bases are satellite towers at the end of the game, if we don't have other things to do with it, that becomes option then.
Okay. So 1 Sao Paulo, 2 build a satellite, 3 build a satellite, 4. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Draw cards. I got Dar es Salaam, and I got Denver, which is you may do establish supply lines action with 1 fewer supply cubes if you have this card in your hand. Now it's free.
Yeah. Yeah, while you have that card in your hand, it is free.
Yep.
Okay, infect, and let's see what we get.
Infect. New York. Hollow men gather. Hollow men gather. Still gathering hollow men in Johannesburg. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay. My turn.
Yep. I mean, it's not a bad idea to go 1 Baghdad, draw a line to Istanbul, 2, 3 Istanbul, and then hang out and wait for Frankfurt and do it in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
It sucks because you're waiting another round for it.
Yeah, that's what I got for searching Rieta,
Right.
but
it's not a bad idea.
Tehran is also safe, right?
Yes.
Because I have lots of cubes right now. Yeah, because I could 1 draw from here to Istanbul, 2 draw from there to Moscow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna copy this placement of all these here, and get some lines in.
Make sure you'll submit all of your supply cubes.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yep.
Okay, so we did Baghdad to Istanbul.
Yeah.
Thank you. And to here into Moscow. This one's in Istanbul. Like that. Okay. And then these back up here. Nice draw. 2. And produce supplies. I am not going to need the blacks, so we'll swap out one of these that doesn't do anything. Me here. And then I get 2 of those.
Sorry, they didn't want to pick up at the same time.
Frankfurt. We're still good. And Cairo, which is well stocked.
Lovely.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm good. Your turn.
My turn.
So you can get rid of one of those and the to build one.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to do it Los Angeles?
Yeah, move me 1 to Los Angeles. And then I will, for free, get rid of these 2 for foundations. For free. So then for action number 2, I will submit all of these to build me a supply center.
Los Angeles.
That's 2. And then, do we want Los Angeles to connect to... Oh, I got rid of him. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't have
We'll just make.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
right
I don't know. You need them, but yeah, that way, just in case things go awry.
Yeah. Epidemic. And Lagos, which just counts for 3.
Okay. So that goes up to 3 now. We get the bottom card.
San Francisco.
Which is this here. 1, 2, 3. We should still be able to win this.
Mm-hmm. New York, put a cube. San Francisco, take its other cube. Holloman Gather on Cairo.
Yep, they're already there. Okay. That makes it my turn.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2, Frankfurt. Build the thing, end the game. Let me do this first. Remove plague cubes.
Yeah, so I'm going to... So Sao Paulo doesn't matter that it has them. I will play this card anytime to remove all plague cubes from one location on the grid. And I will go ahead and say get rid of this one in New York.
Yes.
Should be up here. And yeah, you play your rationed event.
I will remove it from Frankfurt and Khartoum so they actually go up.
Yep. Okay. Now, I don't think I can do what I want to do. Was my thing in action, by the way? Doesn't say it, right?
Play this card at any time to remove. No,
okay. Action. So I have 4. What I would like to do is build this in Johannesburg.
Oh.
Because it would stop it from dropping. I don't think I can, but I'm like, let's try and think.
1, 2, 3.
It's like if I had thought of it last time, maybe I could have started running for it instead of building the lines. But I don't think Johannesburg had the guy yet.
No, I didn't either. Also do it in Jacksonville. Use a Jacksonville.
But that's yellow. I don't have yellow.
Oh, right.
It has to be blue.
It has to be blue. Never mind.
You don't think I can, right?
I don't think so.
And what I guess I do is 1, 2. No, that's going to be 5 actions to do that. So yeah, I guess I will just 1, 2, and I will...
Yeah.
4. I'm architect, so I don't need that. So I will build it there. Could be better, but at least it's a victory.
It's a victory.
Okay. So adjusting population. Sao Paulo, neutral. Cairo, neutral. Frankfurt goes up to 3. Let's see. Khartoum goes up to 3. Then Jacksonville and Johannesburg. Sorry, I forgot this. Denver goes up to 7.
Yeah, it does. Good job, Denver.
And Los Angeles goes up to 3.
Yeah.
So Johannesburg and Jacksonville would be going down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Still no zeros.
Still no zeros.
Okay. So, it's like none of that effect, but we'll not put the stickers because, again, as usual, we may be bringing them back up.
Yep.
The game end area is for beginning of September, so we just get 2 spending production units. We had effective 28 last time.
We connected 2 new ones.
So 29, 30 effective.
Yeah. So we're still in that.
Yeah.
7, basically.
Yeah.
6 and 7.
So, yeah, so we have 7 points. 6, 5 to avoid either of those.
Yeah.
Going down. So we're not going to be able to permanency both, but that's fine. Do we want to permanency Denver or Sao Paulo as far as which cards we can move, we can send? Because I'm thinking, or do you want to say no, Adam? Don't waste it. We don't need to make that satellite tower permanent.
I'm not opposed to making the satellite tower permanent. I really want to bring London and Mexico City back into the fold.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want them to be just at 1. So it's 2 to get them up to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be 3 to get them up to
2, yeah.
To 2. We only have 5 points.
Yeah. And we're also needing to do at least Kolkata as well.
Okay. So then, yeah, do one of them. Let's do Sao Paulo because it's the strongest still.
Okay. Sure. So
okay, and then
down
to 2.
Then I think one of them over there.
Yeah, one of them to Kolkata, and then one of them that one thing.
Yeah, we'll get that. So. The decryption key, you may use this card as a city card of any color when doing the recon or build supply center. So it needs to be not black.
Yes.
Because we need black cards for it.
Yep.
Um,
I got a Chicago. I got a Johannesburg. I got a Washington. Those are all blues. I got
probably a Washington, because Washington isn't really useful for much anything, since Washington, everything's over in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So with our last point, we will decryption key. You may use this card as a city card of any color when doing the recon or build supply center action. Awesome. I'm going to go back down to 4 rationing level.
Yep.
And get into September.
We're getting close.
Yeah. No, I think we did pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay. Join us next time as we continue. Maybe we'll not lose the first part of the month.
Who knows? We'll see.
Join us. Bye.
Bye.